Dad didn't answer like that. Brother don't answer like that. Last two guys dicking her down, Solid didn't answer like that. They didn't move that way. And you're gonna be the first nigga to do it. I'll be vague and all over the place and be very, very human and regular. That's the key. Why is a nice guy not win? Because he's the most regular nigga of all time. You ain't doing nothing. You ain't accomplishing nothing. You ain't about much. You just nice and passive and a people pleaser to everybody you've ever fucking met. We've seen this before. That's not that exciting. That's not original. That's not new. That's not what works. It never has worked. I don't know where you stole it from. Whatever you do, stop doing that shit. It has never in the history of bitches worked. You keep using this word, danger, danger. I'm not in danger. I am the DangerRuss. Pop the balloon. I don't have a theme quite yet. There go the lineup. There you go your cop. There go your ops. I was thinking about today. Some of these niggas, you can't even call them ops. I kind of like this. I don't even know why. I never met a nigga that dressed like this before. I would never do this and just let that go. If you was a cowboy, I can live with it. This shirt is cut weird and the pants is weird. I can see it. These look like girl jeans. I ain't gonna lie to you. Then this shirt, no. This is clean. I like this. You know, a nice black. All white, all black. I like that. Kind of fuck with that little scarf.
Single lady. Hello, welcome in. What's your name?
My name is Tiana.
Tiana, how old are you?
I'm 42.
All right, where are you from?
I'm from Compton.
Okay.
Yes.
And what do you do?
I am a songwriter and a healthcare professional.
Oh, very nice. What are some things you like to do for fun?
Write poetry, listen to music, go fishing.
Oh, fishing?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, this one end all right, I think. That's why I picked this one. She got big tip balls. You know, if it's your cup of tea, it's cool. If it ain't, it ain't. It don't mean nothing about her neither. You know, sometimes even I get caught up in that. You know, you looking nappy, you know, maybe a white hoe looking all stringy with the bad hair. You know, some other niggas, you know, that thinks that bitch is an angel. You know, sometimes I gotta stop calling, you know, but universally, she probably not everybody's cup of tea. The big tip ball sticking in your face and she's showing them, I would completely ignore the tip ball. If you want to sit there and say the motherfucker curvy, you want to talk about what she got on, you want to talk about her hair, you want to say she looked nice, like this makeup, that'll throw her off. I'm not going to, you know, she's just putting them out there just being goofy. Then the first nigga say something, she want to get an attitude. Is that all you think of me is my chest? Because you might as well put a fucking, you know, Christmas lights around the motherfuckers. Anyway, it's kind of a confusing look. I can't tell what she going for. So, you know, but again, you know, you say, okay, she a 3 or she this number, a low number. And what are you? You know, what are these niggas on this shit? You know, you want to talk shit, look in the mirror and you tell me why it's 10. And if it's, and then don't quit lying. Go ahead and quit lying.
Are there a lot of like places to fish in Compton?
No, it's not.
Oh, okay.
I like to go to different lakes, like in the IE and up north.
Not bad.
Yeah.
So what are some things you look for in a man?
I like a man that is ambitious, someone that actually is independent, self-sufficient, and someone that is confident.
Nice. Okay. And now what are some of your deal breakers?
Deal breakers is someone that isn't honest, someone that really depends on a woman, and someone that isn't dating with intent.
Yeah. Okay, got it.
Look how far back there. Damn, that is way back. That is on some Stephen A. Smith type shit. What was she running her mouth about? She got to have an independent man. So the last nigga she dated, or the couple niggas she dated, or the baby mom, with baby daddy, broke nigga, and was always asking her for money. Fucked up. First thing we out here trying to do, okay, don't be like him. She said, no more bums. Don't be like him. The nigga stayed on the couch for 3 years. So what was he doing for 3 years? You know, he said, well, he was playing PlayStation every time I went over there. Okay, when that wasn't occurring, what was occurring? A lot of times we go by like, oh, the bad boy, he wrapped his arms around 2 bad blondes. Well, let me study what this nigga doing. He at the club. What's the study? Like he's already hit them both. Like what's the study? Go buy drinks. Think about what he's doing in the off parts that you don't see. You know, it's 2 bitches fight. What's he doing? It's one of the bitches is hormonal. What's he doing? One of the bitches need to get cracked out. One of them's more insecure in bed. What's he doing? And he's doing something. He didn't do nothing. Fuck him. He was on your couch for 3 years, man. You had 2 kids with the motherfucker. He was doing something.
All right, so no pop balloons. You're off to a... Okay, we did get one. Let's head on down and see why they ended up popping. We'll start over here. All right, if we can get your name and age.
Hi, my name is Ty. I'm 48.
Points off for the voice. Hi, my name is Ty.
Yeah.
And Ty, why did you end up popping your balloon?
Tiana, you seem like just a wonderful woman, but I like a classy woman that, doesn't wear such provocative clothes. And so it's just a little bit too much for me. I want those ladies hidden for me and me only. So thank you.
I mean, they're out there.
And now, is he someone that's your type?
Yes, he's handsome, tall.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you.
She kept it
Head on
classy.
down this way.
Points
We did
for
get
her.
another pop balloon.
No, I can see it. It don't hide behind church on it, because the same titties will get you at the club, get you excited as fuck. You think she want to fuck. That's what it says. When women get revealing, we turned it into she wants to fuck. And a lot of y'all let these patriarchal cats say, a woman does not wear that inappropriate clothing. It's tempting a man's lust. These niggas, quarter of them gay, some of them was pedos, but then these cats ain't fucking sounding like that. So they know they can't keep a broad. That's why they sound like that. The Lord would be very disturbed if come on, dog. That's why she cheated, because you sound like that all the time. You want to go to the park and have some fun? Wouldn't that be fun? Oh, that does sound, but I need to read the word. Go ahead, dear. I'm going to go over to the library and read. Shut up.
All right, if
you're going to be about Jesus, man, Jesus can't take your swagger. Jesus can't take your shit. Jesus can't take the bass out your voice. Okay? So, yeah, I love the Lord, but in the street, they know me as Ron. In the church, I'm Deacon Johnson. Don't get it twisted. I'm actually Ron. Jesus will anoint you with these hands.
Your name and age and why you popped your balloon.
My name Corey.
I'm on where I like his fit.
I only pop because she just got on too much makeup for me. Okay. I'm a more natural dude, you know what I mean?
Naturally picked out this shirt for you, sir.
And now, is he someone that you would go for? Is he your type?
Yes, nice looking. Seems
naturally
pretty
picked
cool.
this line on your haircut.
Okay,
Come on,
thank
brother.
you. Then we did get one more down over here. All right, if we can get your name and age and why you popped your balloon.
My name is Renard, and I'm 44.
Good voice.
I popped my balloon. I just got a little too much makeup for me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm more. That's just me. Like, I like a woman that has a little less makeup. That's all.
Except you popped your balloon after the other 2 dudes, Mr. Brave, Mr. Tough Talk. What y'all want? When you go to the club, she got makeup on, you don't say nothing. When she out of the street at the grocery store, she had a little makeup on, but she had white tights on and a pink short shirt showing the tip balls. You wasn't like, this was inappropriate. You hollered at her at the gas station, or you at least did a double take and said, God damn, I'll motorboat them bitch. I will motorboat them bitches like it's the 4th of July. And I'm on the motherfucking Ozark speedboat. I'll motorboat the fuck out them bitches. I would play the bongos on those motherfuckers. I would make a dope track on those motherfuckers. She got acid. I mean, maybe they're likely enhanced, of course, but why not? I mean, in porn, they be having them shit. You don't be like, this is inappropriate for me. The bitch has too much makeup on in porn. You be like, I cannot get my dick hard with this. You're worried about what message it sends. And we made all this mean hoe. Now, if it's a white bitch, you wouldn't have said nothing. You said, well, how are you doing, Felicia? You said, I like a woman who's curvy. Then this mean hoe. I mean, no, you wouldn't want to take her home looking like this to mom or nothing like that. You're a grown man. Pop first if you felt that way. You should put it out and say blah, blah, but then keep it classy. Well, what's wrong? Where'd the class go? Y'all niggas is always mad about everything now. How can we be gentlemen when everybody's mad about something? Black woman. How can you gonna turn around and be a gentleman in the next tape? Be a gentleman about it. You know what? You a very lovely lady. I'm fucking with this dress. You know, the style, the fit, it just wasn't for me. But you're doing the damn thing. And I'm glad that you loud and proud with it. You know, go ahead on. I got to be like, well, first of all, I didn't really care for the wig. Her hairline is real pushed back. I don't like the baby hairs. That's very ghetto-y to me. You ain't got to do all this. Be classy.
Just impressed. I'm thinking this is a little more of a glammed up look, right?
Yes.
Not an everyday thing for you.
Not at all.
Okay. So you don't wear too much makeup normally?
No.
Difference doesn't make.
Oh, okay. All right. Can I ask a question? Like, what's your life?
Well, can I ask you a question? Go on and, you know, you got to get assertive. And then, so that's training that brain to do that. Telling yourself to do something. And even I got to do this too. You know, it's not always about, you know, there are times like I'm a good procrastinator. But that's about me saying, we should do this. And I'm like, nah, I got it. But then you want to turn around and tell a bitch, tell something, and the bitch got to hop too. Well, if you don't find the power in your own voice and submit to the authority in your own shit, how the fuck she supposed to turn around and do it?
Okay. Let's head on back this way. All right, so we've got 3 unpop balloons. Go ahead and ask these remaining men a question.
Is there anyone here that feels they're single, but there's someone that believes they're actually with you?
Okay, well, ask that, but ask something else that gets them, you know, as you get to know them a little more.
What are some of your hobbies?
Okay, that's a good one. All right, let's start here first.
She's saying she ran into somebody who had a whole wife, a whole girlfriend at home. This is okay. I mean, you're just gonna have to play it up front, and a lot of women will hate that. Or really just avoid the circumstance. Yes, I'm seeing other women. Yes, I'm dating others. A lot of dudes fantasize like, yeah, they love that because it means you're elite. And, you know, it means you're fucking, and it means that other women like you. And listen, there are women that actually get off on that shit. What I'm saying to you is, it's not about the fact that you have all these other women that brings her into you. Okay? It's almost just like, oh, all the other women find him safe and want to fuck him. Okay, this is great. Now let's see what's what. But a woman is very egotistical too, just like a dude is. So she's thinking eventually she's gonna beat all about everybody else, and then she's curious and she's intrigued. You know, it's not all this like, oh, he's a man amongst men and all this. That's something that we do because we're obsessed with that shit. We're obsessed with male superiority. We're obsessed with sex. We're obsessed with having the best bra and the best of life. You know, and then most of the motherfuckers you venerate are submissive or lying as fuck. You know, Trump wears makeup. I can't get around that shit. Can't be like, well, we can overlook that. I can't. You know, what's he do? Put it on himself? Come on, man. Stop playing. But let's go ahead and go.
You're going to get all of them. Yeah. Your name and age first, though.
My name is February. I'm 47 years old. To answer your question, is there anyone who thinks they're mine and they're not? I'm going to say no, because when I'm with a woman, whether I'm dating or not, I like to make sure she feels like I'm hers, regardless of the situation. And I am currently not dating, so no. Hobbies? So I'm really
got poor eye contact. He probably thinks as he talks. And a lot of us, I think we also avoid, sometimes I think it's a couple different things. It probably was your childhood, because a lot of times, sometimes your dad would be like, don't look at me, or now look at me. Like, well, which one was it? Don't you eyeball me. He said, well, which one is it? So you wasn't supposed to glare. And then sometimes you're on the street, you can't just be staring and eyeballing the motherfucker. But if someone doesn't look you in the eye, it just kills all the respect that you have for them. So just think of it that way. If you have a boss or a coach or a supervisor or anything, or anybody you respect, he'll look you in the eye and say something to you. You know, all that part of masculinity, the looking in the eye, the handshake, you know, I do think that means something to me. That's not a put on. That's just not something you're going to see on YouTube, because, you know, that's not cool. So what you're saying is, you know, hey, I'm a man of honor. I'm not scared of you. I like looking at you. I like what you got going. And I communicate as effectively and directly as possible. And I want you looking at me, and I'm going to be observing you while I do all that shit. And I'm probably going to sneak a couple subtle looks at these wonderful tip balls. Go on.
my hobby is my purpose. And I spend a lot of time doing that. So I would say my biggest hobby is self-improvement. My biggest hobby and what I find fun and makes me boring is learning new things. I love to expand my mind. I love to learn from people. I'm in a season now where I get to learn from other people. So my new hobby is to build a relationship with other men, make sure we have a brotherhood. And my latest hobby is make sure I have a healthy relationship with women and making sure I'm leading with intention.
Dude the Blue was like, all right. He was like, word. What's the dude Blue? He was like, what's this dude?
And my latest hobby is make sure I have a healthy relationship with women and making sure I'm leading with intention.
Right. He was like, all right. For some reason, I found that quite hilarious. I don't even know what the fuck he said. He lose points for that. I mean, we're just gonna lose some points for that. He don't know what he said. I'm in my season of learning about, you know, my group of other dudes, and I want to expand my vocabulary when it comes to the physical relationship of, you know, enjoying the intertwined kindnesses. And, you know, okay, we don't know where you're going with that. You supposed to be on, man, you were on Team King, Team Leader, and Planet Killer, and you've been real deep in the game in Planet Killer. And now you run around, she say, hey, what's up? How's it work over in Planet Killer? Well, we have a season of really getting to know the other person's identity in a frame shift. Like, yeah. You know, to a certain extent, to me, it sounds like a lot of red pill. You know what I mean? Like, a man is stoic and he has a confidence about himself that draws her in. Like, what the fuck does that? Like, I don't know what that means. Stoic, am I just supposed to be just sitting there like it's a library or something like that? Confidence, what does that mean? I don't even know what masculine means, you know, because I'm kind of going through some shit. I don't know what the word means no more, because everything I'll see on the internet makes me angry. Not everything. There's like three channels I can, and it's some young brothers coming up. The young brothers is, I like these young cats because they coming up behind us and they were just kind of like, nah. And they just started doing it their own way. They started getting money, getting businesses, wearing what the fuck they want, you know, really getting into like crypto and shit. You know, I got a family member I'm close to. This motherfucker showed me crypto accounts. I'm like, how does it all work? Because it don't sound like money to me. You know, they financially literate and shit. You know, the motherfucker asked me, should I start a Roth? I'm like, mine's through my company. I don't know shit about no motherfucking Roth. But I like to see that though. Like, and so this is what masculinity should really start beyond. You know, he should be talking about, like, one of my new hobbies is riding bikes. So, but then I got to come and apply it to her. I got to make that exciting because she's choosing up with qualities, right? So what is the quality I'm looking for her to choose up with? You know, she said, well, tell me about yourself. Well, I'm funny and I'm a really loyal person Is loyalty the reason you need her to choose up? Because you just loyal. Funny, I can hear you, but is funny the reason she's supposed to choose up, or is that shit some shit you got off a book or a movie somewhere? Is it gonna be a funny, fun-loving relationship? You know, you just having motherfucking giggles all over the place? That would be a reason for her to choose up. Just so we say. What type of woman are you looking for? What's the smooth line, and how do I understand that everything has its place? I got to have my king mindset. Okay. I think highly of myself as well. That's not a reason for her to choose up. He thinks highly of himself. I just had to be with you. He was so funny.
Your name and age and the answer to her questions.
Yeah, my name is Jamal, and 41. And first question, no, there's nobody. I'm not attached to anybody. And then the second question, as far as hobbies, I enjoy just being active, right? So I'm outside. Of course, I'm local here, so the sun's out all the time. So I enjoy being outside, shooting hoops, going hiking, you know, going to different outdoor events of that nature. And fishing's been on my mind, so that's kind of something I've been interested in. So yeah, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Meat on, I mean, something on the plate. Okay, we both is into fishing. Nothing. As the leader, and just get it back to you. As the leader, me and my lady will be doing what? It's so, sometimes I don't think this shit has to be like, oh, as the leader, we all, you know, she needs to be in the corner working on my purpose, and I'm on the couch also working on my purpose. Like sometimes I'm gonna play PlayStation. What's that bitch supposed to be doing? I don't really like people watching me when I play. Like, go away. Go in the other room. Well, she gonna be cooking and scrubbing all this and doing everything for me. That okay, besides the maid work, she's not choosing up to be your maid. Why would she scrub the baseboards? Letting you play PlayStation. She on her hands and knees. She worked too. She worked too. They probably should start taking us out on more days. Bitch, you got a living too. You make money too. You keep your money. I spend my money. But it's hard for me as a man to let a woman pay. I'm just wired.
Thank you.
Yeah. I didn't care for what he said too. I mean, there was nothing flirtatious to let her know she felt desire. What does she want, right? She a woman too. She want to be curious, stunned. She want to feel sexy, but she also want to know, hey, this motherfucker, you know how to carry it. You know, he ain't gonna carry it with his eyes bugging out his show. He ain't gonna make me feel like no hoe. You know, you want to be like, damn, I love them titties, girl. You're like, oh, okay, cool. Fuck with the style. You know, you definitely a traffic stopper, no question. Where the charm at? Where the gentleman at?
Good out over here. All right, your name is...
Listen, I'm a big dude. And I might even have some of this. Okay? I'm not going to wear it like this. Poor bastard. My nigga said, green, blue, we doing it. Seattle Seahawks. He said, Walmart t-shirt, we doing it. Polo. It's nothing. Damn. I mean, you just can't do this. Sometimes I get caught up with this a little bit myself. I ain't gonna lie to you. Because there are times I go out the store. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. But it's not, if you were really looking to bump into somebody, or it's okay to, you know, see somebody, you already got a lot of things. You got to know who you are. I say it with the utmost respect. You got to know what you are. Okay, I'm 6 foot, so I kind of can wear it different. I have about like bigger shoulders. That works, right? Let's say if I drop, I'm 5'4", and I'm super big. Okay, we've already got a problem. I'm 5'4". Okay, I know I ain't every bitch's dream. You can sit there and say, I'm a king, I'm a king. That's fine. Okay. But she's looking to get rocked down tonight, and she's looking to come in the club with somebody that look all right. So if you don't look all right, you better dress all right. If you don't want to dress all right, you better have muscles and some shit. You better not be musty. You can't be funky. And you can't wear a shirt that doesn't flatter a motherfucking thing. Get you a 2XL, get you a 3XLT, big dog, because it's not working. You can't make it a tight shirt because it's not working. So you're going to have to make it a little bit bigger, and then the shoes going to have to be green. Probably going to have a green hat, and I wouldn't be mad if you had some kind of a green watch or a green watch face. Like some of these watches, you change the color on them. Change the color on the watch to match the joint. You say, I got yellow. The watch face is yellow. Shit, I don't miss a trick, bitch. Okay, I got a reason to choose up. He don't miss a trick. He's this detailed in how he looks and presents himself. I bet we would have a great time. He ain't gonna be fucking around. This is not it. It's not gonna work. You gotta lose points off this one. And so when we do the lose points, what I'm saying to you is he's already put himself behind. Clothes are never gonna not help you. Clothes would turn any, maybe he's kind of a 6 type dude and send you into a definite yes. Well, good. Listen, I don't even like to go over to women's houses looking all regular. Someone I known for a while, she was like, I put on a backwards hat. She said, I've never seen you with your backwards hat. It's super sexy. And I'm like, yeah, I don't care about that. But I just don't believe in that. I would never wear it in the house. Not typically. And I would not come over to visit someone else's place just looking regular and shit. Other people might. That's okay. What I'm saying to you is that you're going to have to know, who you are. You have to know, I haven't been getting a lot of results. Women do say things. I probably could get clowned. I don't always look like. And so we got to carry it mentally like I'm wearing a motherfucking tux and I'm the dopest thing in here. That shit is free. Your reality and how you perceive it is free. That's you. You can have that. It's not true. You're not really a king. No one gives a fuck about you in this life. But how you carry it is dope. I fuck with people who carry it like that. Okay, cool. But realistically, you are not America's top model. One of these niggas with like Big Yeet or, Huey SRT, the rapper, he can wear flower t-shirt and weird chino pants with, sandals and a hat with a feather in it. And women are like, oh my God, he's gangster and cool. Okay. You can't do that. And it's not an insult. Who is he? He's no better than me. Well, in this regard, yes, he is actually better than you. It's not got to be your reality. No. But in life, he makes millions and millions and you do not. And he can wear that shit. You can't. You got too much working against you. You're a short king. You're the shortest dude on the thing. You know they don't love that. Got a bit of a gut. Can we hide it? Can we make the gut to where it's part of me throwing heavier back shots at the bitch? Bitch, I give you all this weight. Is it me with the big pipes letting you know, bitch, I still get to the gym now? And look at my style. You see a nigga clean. Bitch, I wanted to be this big. I eat. I cook. I grill. I love my life. Bitch, we gonna be eating. So don't be out here getting stupid. Don't be on some kale salad shit. Because you gonna be cooking. I'm gonna be eating. And when you do a good job, we're going to be cleaning out these restaurants because I like to see new shit. I like to live, do new things. Now, granted, in this economy, you're not going to be living caviar dreams and shit. That's okay. A man adjusts. So adjust to the economy. Just a little bit to the budget. Maybe you don't need to go to hotel $5,000 to get the drinks. That's $35 you know, a piece and all this, maybe just get you a nice, hip, dope ass spot. Activities is out there. We could have a little fun.
Age and the answer to her questions.
Hi, Lerato 40. Shout out to South Africa. My hobbies are I collect music, I love watching football, and I like playing chess from time to time. And I'm single, as far as I know.
Okay. All right. Oh, actually, before we go back, go ahead and ask them another question.
What does a first date look like to you?
I like activity dates, so it's mini golf, bowling, shoot pool, something simple, you know, to, you know, set the mood, get to know each other, stuff like that. And then we can build from there.
Tell you what'll pull him along is if he had a little wolf to him. You know, think about it like this. You know, 6'5" nigga, his voice real light, kind of got a goofy bent over stance, you know, kind of got a nerdy, got poor eye contact. What if he carried it like the wolf? Like he been on Planet Killer and he's been just fine. Like, bitch, don't get it twisted. I'm 5'4". I'm not helpless. I'll fuck a big nigga up. And I'll definitely weigh it down better than they will be weighing it down. Like this type dude, then I can see it. He talking about activity days. I'm all for an activity day. You need to understand a few different things. Number one, she gonna be sweating. So if we outside, it's not the time to be running around doing marathons. I've made that mistake. I'm speaking from experience on that one. But it's not gonna be, you know, the most like, oh, we about to fucking smash. She's not gonna be like, damn, that was a great game of volleyball. Let's get it in. You know what I'm saying to you? So is she gonna shower back at your crib? You know what I'm saying to you? So she gets self-conscious because she stink. Now we all fucked up. But then, like, how am I supposed to do some subtle, you know, smooth shit? You know, let me put my arm around you as we're miniature golfing. You know what I mean? Like, we don't do it. I mean, that's kind of corny now. You know, most women first date, she's not gonna be like, okay, I've never golfed. Well, let me show you. Let me wrap myself around you, and I'll show you how to golf. That bitch know how to fucking golf. Right, play golf. So, is it play or is it cool? It's a tough one. I would like to have heard what the activity was so she could picture it too. We can't set her mind on fire if we don't provide no imagery. You know, she might say, what was you up to today? And there are times I'm just like, oh, you know, feeling, you know, taking care of this. But if you say, you know, hey, I was taking a photograph of this, I read an interesting book about that. I mean, that's something for her brain to do. Oh, my man be at the crib, you know, trying to lead the Black Renaissance and shit. Oh, okay. Now we're somewhere.
Sounds good.
All right.
She don't
Over
like
here.
It. She don't like it.
Answer her question.
First date. So I like intimacy, right? So as far as, you know, doing something like a cooking class or going to walk around the water, doing something that's, you know, between you and I where we can get to know each other, but also doing something that's fun. So, right, doing something social as well. So having a little balance, and then of course getting something to eat. You know, we got to eat. So, yeah.
Nice.
He gonna bite the lip. Yeah, we gotta eat. You know what I'm saying? I can live with it if we gonna slow down. We gonna say everything you just said, but slow down. So, what was he talking about? Let's see what let's see. What was he running his mouth about?
But also doing something that's fun. So, right, doing something social as well. So having a little balance, and then of course getting something to eat.
No, I like to do something social. You know, I like to be out amongst the people. So we be out there, you know, you looking good. I'm doing my thing. Then, you know, afterward, you know, we always gonna eat because, quite frankly, I like to try new foods, and if I got good company, I like to try foods with those people. If we just slow down, and that also gives me time to think, but listen to yourself. Like, give yourself some credit because you might actually be interesting to talk to. I mean, how many motherfuckers is actually interesting to talk to? Most niggas are like, everybody's real boring, right? So give yourself a chance to be like, I really do talk some of that shit. You could record yourself talking it. Ask yourself questions. Listen to how it come out. Like, yo, I fucks with my own reasoning on this. I approve of this message. The eating thing at the end, like, I just didn't know what that meant either. Cooking class, I mean, he's got money if he's doing all this. Cooking class was 27. You know, we got to have 2 drinks because they having a drink, so the shit probably pushed $50. Eating, you know, this bitch can eat, so you know, you hitting it, gonna be hitting another 75. That's 125 to what? Smash? Maybe? If you fed her the whole way, is she gonna want to smash? So you spent 125 to get to date 2. That's halfway why you're bitter. You say, well, they charge us too much. No, you mad because you spent $300 to get to date 2. I've done it. Feel stupid. You're like, damn, don't even bring that up. Please don't even bring that up. I should have paid about $650 for your dumb ass. I'll pay you to leave. You know something? I'd pay you $300 to shut the fuck up. Shout out to women. They're wonderful. But sometimes you just... Guess what? You'd be like, ah. We could play. See, to me, it's player. The shirt got to go. We just got to murder this shirt. And the jeans got to go. But he got the bald head, little sandpaper joint, and the eye contact. I'm telling you, it's the most important thing. Look at her. We're smiling. She looking at me. You looking at her. We have action, right? That's all it took. He ain't saying nothing. Wasn't no game behind it. Wasn't no smooth words. He wasn't pimp of the year. He said, hey, look here. Bitch, I don't give a fuck about this new old school. I'll take you out, and then we gonna get something to eat. What's up? That's player to me. That's masculine to me. Quit defending your choices to a nigga in a TV box, in a little square on my phone. That's not masculine. Nigga, you better go back in my phone and shut the fuck up. I push the power, you don't have no power over me. I hit the button and click on something else. Nigga, it's TikTok. I gotta flick my thumb. I'm done listening to you. Sit there. Oh, he's a real man. He's in my phone. That's it. The phone say I'm not a real man, but too bad, foe. If you want to go on a dinner date, I can't see the money in it. I can't see the smooth shit in it. And I don't like to be sitting across from a motherfucker like we playing chess. I don't think we need to be all up on each other on the same side. Unless we're at a bar, that's absolutely fine. But I like to be at a 45-degree angle to a motherfucker, put my arm around her if I need to. I like the eye contact. It's that simple. I'm not afraid of talking to you. You don't like what I'm saying? Cool. I'm keep on looking in your eye. I ain't scared, bitch.
You know, we gotta eat, so.
Gotta eat.
Nice.
That's nothing
what
to
about
a,
over
a
here,
big,
first
rich
date?
boss.
What's that looking like?
First date, let's just say it was tonight. I really want to go see the Michael Jackson film. So I just like simple things like that. I don't believe that everything has to be over the top, but I think that every moment counts. So it will have to be, number one, something that I like to do. Because if I'm going to lead the situation, if I'm going to sponsor the situation, whatever it may be, I wanted to lead that to see if you like the same things I like. But most likely it's really going to be a situation where I get to know you. We're calm, we're collected, we're doing things we like to do. And at the end of it, that first date will decide where we're going to go next. And I just like to be very intentional. So
no.
All right.
I didn't hear a word you was mother. Blah, 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 blah. I didn't hear a word you said. Let's say you was going to come play for my university. I'm Coach DR. I just want to let you know that when we playing football, we play with a lot of passion. And one of the things we're going to really try to get you to understand is the passion that we have when we play the game. And the offense, it needs to be very, 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 very strong. We believe in a strong offense and passion. And the defense, that we are not fucking around on defense. We are very, very aggressive on defense. And when it comes to stacking wins, winning is everything to us. Winning, we believe in it. All of our practices lead towards winning. and lead towards a strong offense. Everything that we do is about winning and strong offense and leadership and domination. Okay, that's team one. Team two says, you know what? We'll fuck you up. On defense, we're blitzing. On defense, I'm running a lot of stunts. And on our front four, we eat. We eat. We're savages. Okay? We do box jumping drills. We do weightlifting. We are in the gym yelling at each other, screaming at each other. Gonna love this shit. We play all type of music. Everyone gets their own music day. So, you know, we have different Hispanic players, but we come together as family. That offense, hey, we air it out. We're going to be the fastest team in the nation. So we're doing a lot of sprinting drills. You got to have great conditioning. See what I'm saying to you? So, and then he was sitting there talking about leaders. He said, I think I might go see the Michael Jackson movie. You could go see that shit. What's to be ashamed of? Like, I like Michael Jackson. I wanted to see the movie. I haven't even thought about it. Now I gotta go see it. I'll go see it this weekend. Who gives a fuck? It's the Michael Jackson. The top part about Mike is I thought he was a pimp when he was like 19. And then like, it's real, hey, don't talk like that. And then he just, I don't know what was going on with the skin. Kids at the ranch, people say yes, people say no. It wasn't appropriate, whatever it was, but I just don't know. Like, how do you put that on TV? Come, let's hang out in the bedroom. Like, I don't think kids should probably be watching this part of the Michael Jackson movie. It was PG-13. So I will see it because the music was always banging. Mike was the best entertainer in the last 100 years. That's maybe like Frank Sinatra or some shit. Go ahead.
Head on back this way. I'm gonna hand you a pick now. There you go. And I'm gonna have you pop one of their balloons. Sorry.
Oh no. The points. My guy, you cannot jump. You cannot startle when they pop the balloon.
Sorry. All right, so why was your balloon unpopped?
She's attractive. I didn't hear anything wrong. Yeah. Just wanted to hear more.
Got it. Yeah. And why did you end up popping his balloon?
I had to pick someone, and I just had to pick someone. So,
okay. Yeah. So out of the three, what made you, like, what was the reason?
Our alert needs to stop. Our alert needs to stop. She's trying to be classy. That's what I'm saying. A lot of black women is really classy. You know, niggas on the internet that have you believe that every black broad is real rude, real angry, real tough. Man, that's just not been my experience. I know a lot of black women that are actually just very direct. They're done playing. Like, I need you to do this at work. She'll be like, okay, can you answer this question? Okay, you know, some of the white boys, they're not used to that, right? Because even niggas, we defer because, you know, they hunt. Anyway, there's a reason we kind of like don't go at them. So we'd be like, oh, you know, I have a suggestion. A lot of the black women are just like, well, I don't see how that works and how we're going to get that done by Thursday. Can someone tell me how we're going to get that done by Thursday? You know, everyone's like, damn, I hate Quenisha. But I like that shit because it's like, yo, Quenisha just shortened the meeting by 15 minutes. We don't have to do this. Well, that's a takeaway. We're going to, no, the Quenisha's like, well, that's the purpose of the meeting. Why are we taking it away? Yeah, hell yeah. I should have said that shit. But she know why she didn't pick, but she keeping it classy, so be classy.
Well, I would say just initial attraction, just a little bit, yeah. So.
Okay.
Thank you.
Sure.
Josh Turek put up a...
All right, we are down.
How do you gentlemen feel about women with children?
Yeah.
Hey, how do you feel about, let's start with him and then come back. How do you feel about women
with children? This is the real world, so you gotta get used to this.
children?
Well, I think it's a beautiful thing. You know, I think just birth in general is an amazing thing. So I have no issues with women with children. As long as it's a healthy situation, then I'm good with it. Yeah.
That I like. Succinct.
How do you feel about women with children?
Succinct answer.
It definitely depends on. No, it doesn't. So ultimately, so there's things, right? So if I'm going to marry a woman, I don't want her to have children, and I really want to be married. I mean, there's a lot of things I want to do with women right now in my life, but I really want to spend the rest of my life doing that with my wife, right? Mm-hmm. So I don't look down negative on women with children, but that is something that is not going to be a line for me. And if it wasn't, I want to see that woman every day, how she moves, because I'm trying to build my legacy with someone, and it would have to be in a situation where there are not other children. I just know there's no other. So no, I don't really feel like that's something that's a line for me. I've dated women with children, but ultimately I don't think that my wife will have children because I don't have children and I'm waiting to marriage to have that. So that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So no children. Do you have any children?
Yeah, I have one son. Excuse me, I have one son. He's 4 years old. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Got it. And now, you said children, so I'm guessing you have some?
Yes, I do.
Okay, how many?
I have one child.
One child. How old are they? Two. Mm-hmm. Okay. So I know you said.
Yeah, see, yeah. I'm not going to waste your time.
Okay.
I think you're beautiful. You have a nice balance of things. I know some people said some things and it resonates with me because it's a lot, but I think that a lot, I like that a lot, right? But also, like, I like a modest woman. I wouldn't think you're dressed provocative just from having a previous experience being a women's wear stylist. I know that's kind of challenging with especially a beautiful African woman like yourself with so much curves.
It got better. Look at his eye contact. What just happened? What just happened? Why is he talking like this now? He went from like, is he scared and now he's got to give the perfect answer? Like now you're a queen? Because he was looking around looking real weird before. I don't know what this means. This is what it's supposed to be. It's just all over the place. And I used to be a woman's wear style. I mean, you're not doing any favors. This looks like a woman's shirt. Like, remember with the big shoulder pads? I'm saying like a woman would wear it, but like you could see like this is all weird looking. Like it's real short to the waist, like a woman might wear it. But I'm not saying it's a woman's shirt. I know it's a man's shirt. And maybe this is the new style. But this is how you should have been talking. You see how he kind of leaned back too? See, I even like this. He's kind of leaning slightly back. Like, bitch, I'm cool. I'm straight. Maybe it's because he's done. Maybe he's just like, I can't go wrong. So now he's trying to like, I don't know, in some world, like, I think he's trying to be kind. But that's the problem too with a lot of like nice kindness. And I've certainly been this. Sometimes you act like you were such a prize. You're just like, well, I just want you to know that it wasn't you. It wasn't my season for dating. And, I know that you're going to be a great, powerful black woman and all this. It's like, yo, she didn't really like you like that to be. It's not like you're Denzel Washington. Why you ain't got to like apologize like you passed up the love of a lifetime. So this is weird to me because you was looking around and then it was like, is that a deal breaker? He was like, yeah, I don't know. I guess, yeah. Like, we should have just popped off that. He should have been like, I've been asking this question to the other contestants. Listen, I just want to be real clear with you. I don't want a woman with kids. So if you got them, I got to be done on that. And then it would have just been on some respect. She might have circled back if they did the rap party afterwards. She might have circled back. I just want to let you know I really appreciate you didn't waste my time, but I really fuck with your style, and then you probably be like, we probably smashed tonight. Then you put your little Mac on and you try to go tonight, right? Because you ain't got no standards. But I don't have a problem with the nature of his answer. In his mind, he pictured it one way. What's the problem? It's a lot of bras did the same motherfucking thing. And she pictured a nigga that didn't give a fuck. And she pictured a nigga that was tall and got biceps and was clapping them cheeks all night long and throwing her around like a fucking 2-pound dog. what's the first thing we get mad about? You ain't got to apologize for being who you are. But then, have you been in your mind apologize? I think the theme of this is really what has been occurring in your mind that has convinced you. Because you sound unconvinced. And there are times I sound unconvinced. When I say, like, where are you going to live in the next 5 years? I don't know. But then I could turn around and be like, yo, I'm a leader. I got the vision. You're going to be like, yo, you don't know where you're supposed to be at. What kind of vision is it? What have you written down in the book? Hey, this is what we're going to be doing. And that could be the daily log. Got my piano in, did this, did that, did my art, did my writing, did my painting, fixed the shed, took the dogs for the walk. Okay, but I want this week to really work on doing more cardio. So goals, at least 30 minutes of cardio 4 times this week. Okay, well, now it's in the book or the log of your daily activity. So does that make it law? You know, a lot of times in my life, I didn't have big dreams because I didn't want to fail them shits. It wasn't that I didn't like the broad. I thought she was too good for me. I didn't want to fail and experience the failure. Well, and I had to remind somebody younger than me. I said, if you don't make him, you know, he was nervous. He was learning how to drive. And he said, I don't want to hit the curb. I said, well, how do we learn if we don't screw up? I told him, you're going to make about 6,000 mistakes before they give you this license. So are you going to apologize after every one, or are you just going to try to get better? And you have to give people permission to fail. You need to give yourself permission to fail. It's okay if a woman says no, but you asked her out. It's okay if you smiled and the bitch walked past you. At least you did something. And you're going to fuck that up, and you're going to fuck up this conversation. We can at least get some certain things taken care of. Eye contact, hygiene, how I present myself, and what I'm looking for can be taken care of. What is written on the inside of my mind as the law can be taken care of. I'm going on Pop the Balloon, but none of the bitches with kids, I hope they have a woman who look good without kids. Otherwise, it's going to be a long show. And let's be honest about black women. I don't like to be cliche or like the red pill cats that hate black women, but there's a higher rate of them being single moms as opposed to, I think, white women. I think that's an actual true statistic. So if you love black women, you're going to have to work that out. Otherwise, the pool shrinks. And a lot of white bitches have kids too. After 30, you're fucked. He looks 35, 36. You're fucked if she's over the age of 28. She been fucking. And niggas did get carried away if she was cute. If she was cute, niggas got carried away. We don't live in a fake world. Guys, when you're 40, you get all the 18-year-olds if you have $1 million. No, the fuck you don't. You're going to get a lot of bitches over 27 with a kid who can't wait to be with your ass. But a 19-year-old is getting with you just for the cash. He is not looking to be with your 40-year-old punk ass. Let's go to the club, Pops. You sitting there trying to lie. Did you guys listen to the new Uzi Vert? Yo, that's lit, bro. That's lit. Cool it, Pops. We're like, yo, I had Tupac back. I'll be like, whoa, Pops, what is Tupac? What is it? Who is he? Who is even that person? I know like one of his songs, bro. Actually, I think Pac, there's a couple guys I think have really been passed down. Pac, Big, Nas, most of the youngins are still on that, which I like. I like that tradition. I hope that hopefully that remains intact. Tradition of our music and culture.
You're beautiful, like nice lips. Again, I'm working and practicing on restraint and discipline now, even in my thoughts, and my thoughts go in all the wrong right places. But with the children,
wasn't dead.
I know my intentions wouldn't be well, and I think you deserve and you will find something that's aligned with you. To make sense.
Respect.
Let that part of you a little loose. It don't have to be full bore. You know, I think in modern society, it's not, I don't want to give you, you know, what I'm going to do to you behind closed doors. But I need to give you an indication I'm into that and I can do that. And that's going to be one of the reasons I'm hollering at you. She know that. That's why the titties is out. It doesn't mean she sucks dick the first night. It doesn't mean I'm a whore's whore. It means I know what men like about me, and I want the man to be feeling me sexually. I don't need to say something to her on the side with like, God damn, you got the bazookas hidden, bitch. But it's okay if I notice that. It would fuck her up if I just kept it cool, calm, collected. She said, damn, this nigga don't get shook off nothing. This is a reason to choose up. He ain't giving no reasons. Ordinarily, he said it. He was like, ordinarily, I'm a real one. I thought about beating the brakes off you. But I'm trying to get on my marital season type shit. Well, you should have just came out and said that.
Okay. Now, is he someone that's your type?
Yes, he's dressed wonderful. Handsome.
Yeah. Thanks.
Let's go over here. Now, is he someone that's your type?
Yes. Handsome.
Okay.
We could arrange a play date.
Oh, all right.
Okay. Oh, are you talking about for us? Yeah. I want to play.
So now, do you have any questions for her? She got to ask you a few.
Yeah, actually, the foundation of your life. Where's your belief?
Christian. I was raised Christian.
I don't like pimps. I don't. And I don't like a lot of the tough talk I hear with the game. Sometimes it is compensation for, quite frankly, living in white America, facing the emasculation in that process. That's okay. It's what it is at this point. And I've certainly fallen victim to it myself and probably have those attitudes latent within me. We don't need to ask about the foundation as business. But what I'm saying to you is the pimps don't fuck. The game guys, I love them all the time, but they would never fuck around. And one of the things that they say is kind of this bitches ain't shit mentality. I want to change that and just make it like this. This bitch is just a regular broad. She is a project manager at a local construction company. She leads Zoom calls. She go home. She go to the spa. She got a dog. She got a kid. That's the love of her life, her best friend and all this. You know, the little girl probably a little too sassy and too, you know, whatever the fuck, right? She a regular motherfucker. She got a house. She got a car. She got a dog. That's it. We don't need to do all this foundation. Okay? We can find out the boring parts of ourselves on a date. And we can find the boring parts out about ourselves 6 months from now. Because there's going to be a lot of that. I'm going to go out and have my cigar. Okay. Dinner's going to be at 6:30. That's what it's going to be. All this traditional. I want traditional. Sometimes that's all it is. Hey, babe, it's going to be ready at 5:30. All right, what's up? I'm going to work out first. Okay, have a good workout. That's it. That's your player. That's your pimp. He a regular nigga too. He came in and maybe scrunched up his nose. He said, damn, we had that for dinner last night. It's leftovers. You said you liked that. Yeah, but I'm trying to get something fresh. What the fuck? I made some fresh da-da-da-da. All right. Are you in a bad mood or something? No, I was hoping for something fresh. I can make something fresh if you, no, we having leftovers. And then that might be a conversation. You made me feel bad about leftovers. You gotta like quasi apologize, even though you're like, bitch, fuck. You're like, you know what? I appreciate you cooking. You right. I did like it, and it was good today. I was expecting something fresh. I appreciate you doing it. Come on, come over here. Like that. But in your mind, you'd be like, yeah. And a lot of people will hear that as weak, man. That's how you just got to check that bitch on that shit, and she'll never do that again. You know, I can make a case for that. If that's your leadership style, you say, listen, I crack him like a motherfucking army lieutenant, nigga. Hey, there's a lot of ways to lead a person to success. There's a lot of ways to lead an organization to success. Who am I to sit there and say you got to do it my way? I think you can't be passive. But yeah, you say, listen, I don't like to break balls. We're going to keep it moving. You know, she made it. That's my baby. She made that shit. I love that shit. I'm lucky to have her be doing that. You see how sexy this bitch is doing? Hey, man, get it how you live. That's all it has to be, really. We do way too much critiquing of the simps and every other. Man, if that's how we like and that's how she like, who gives a fuck, man? He pulled her, you didn't. He fucking her. He's taking the little girls in soccer practice. You want that fucking job? I hit it and I push the wig back, make it fuck her life fucked up. Yeah, but you gonna take care of everything else in the bitch life? You don't like her. Let that man have that shit. He actually finds the motherfucker interesting. The bitch is 52 years old. He said, oh my God, every day with her is a new adventure. If he really think that way, let him have that dumb shit. You know it ain't true. You know even she's like, damn, he don't look like he used to. Yes, you could crack her out. Yes, you could fuck up her marriage. Why hate him? Get the hatred out your heart. This is a stupid fucking question. Is what is also the sum of that. I'll run it past yourself. Does it sound like something that's player to me? So get you a little piece of paper, get you a phone out, and write down what's player. Don't say, Russ, you ain't got no game. You suck. You're not better than my coach. Coach Blackpill, he got the broads. All right, nigga. What's he doing that's player? What's he doing that's smooth? What's he doing that's cool as fuck? What's he doing particularly masculine? Okay, well, now you got something to go by. That's what we're saying to you.
Spiritual, love the Lord, love Jesus Christ. That's my everything.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah. Ask a question?
Yeah, if you got any more. If you don't, that's okay as well.
So I live locally here. How do you feel about being states away or in the next state?
That bitch live in
Long
LA.
distance doesn't scare me, and I'm in California. So.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, that's all my questions for right now.
Okay, come on up here with us. Let's all come on up here.
Not bad, not bad.
All right. I know that's all your questions. Are you good with your questions? Do you have any more?
Yes, I'm good with my questions.
You're good. Okay. Well, let me ask my final question then. Is it a yes for you for her?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we get points for that. See, we could have little moments too. To me, you know, a lot of cats they say, "Man, this nigga ain't doing nothing. He ain't got no game." You know, sometimes you just having like regular conversation with it, but you have moments where this shit is masculine, and she says, "Okay, there it is." You know, you ain't got to drown. Listen, everyone got man sauce, put some mac sauce on it, right? I talk about that. I don't know if everything has to be macked out, right? You say you getting into AI mapping. You know, she says, "Oh, we're doing the corporate AI mapping and whatever the fuck that would be." You're like, "Oh yeah, we just started that up. I led a project on that. We started using this system and that's it. How can we do? Okay, we ain't got to mac that out, right? We just talking like nerd computer shit. You know, we both trying to impress each other. He's smart, I'm smarter, right? Okay, but then we come back. You say, "Damn, I didn't know this conversation was gonna be interesting, sexy and interesting." Okay, we got a little combination here. You know, you can get back to it. You see what I'm saying to you? So we do need to have that in the bag, as the youngins would say. I do need to be able to reach in the bag and be like, yo, a real one is still in here. Like, yo, I'm still feeling you, bitch. We still about to do some grown things. This is what I was saying with my man who was like, yo, I like outdoor activities. Rock climbing is one thing. It's interesting. It's something she can like talk about. We can take pictures. She can put it on the gram. I was rock climbing. That was so interesting. It was so fun. Then she gonna lie to the next nigga. Well, I get into like rock climbing and stuff like, but you ain't climbed a rock. The last, anyways. But can I reach into the bag and mac that shit out? Like, where would you put in like a real seductive mac type moment for rock climbing? Is there a bar like in the joint? Like sometimes there's drinks in it. Is there a quieter part of that? Where would that be? And then what is she supposed to wear to rock climbing? You know, like she gotta wear jeans, so now she looking real regular. You said rock climbing, the bitch wore, you know, tights or, you know, and then her hair is her hair in a ponytail or she got to do, and now she's feeling weird. You know, we said pickleball. I like pickleball. I don't know if we should do it on the first date. We're going to be sweating and funky. I get competitive. What if she's competitive? She got the big old tip. Does she like to do that? Run around with the tip all spraying everywhere. Other dudes are looking at the side, looking like, damn, I wish I motorboat them shit. And talking shit like, yo, you know, you took your pickleball. You know, hating on you took your pickleballing, huh? Is your man over here? Oh no, it's just a first date. First date was pickleball, huh? He said, I know, it was interesting, but he seems nice. Oh, he seemed nice. I you know, I'm pretty nice. Why don't you put this nice number in your phone real quick? In case that didn't work out for you. Don't hit me up until it don't work out. You know, I ain't trying to bring no breakups. I'm all for black love, but if it don't work out, maybe you need some black lust. You see what I'm saying to you? So, you know, but I like this. You say, yeah, I like, yeah. And that's what we're looking for, a man of certainty, a man who has said, if I see it, I'm going. That's sexy. She gonna like that. She gonna be like, damn, okay. There's a reason for her to choose up. Okay? There's potentially some real shit behind it all. Saying to you. She gonna have questions, but what caused the breakup so soon for the child to be 4? Bitch, your child is 2 with the breakup. You don't care. Anyway, and he gonna be like, you know what, we did this. Oh, was you cheating or something like that? And then maybe that's what he was doing. He needs to have an answer for that. So if we're leaders and we designing a program, a strict program. I really do. But we said we was designing a strict program. Why should she choose your strict program? And it's not just what are the benefits, what does it look like? And how is this particular program benefiting you? Would be my initial question. If I turn magically into a woman, which I don't have any intentions of.
And is it a yes for you for him?
Yes.
We got a match. Go ahead.
My nigga. The real niggas came out.
Make some noise
That's
for
what I'm
them
talking about. And then we did the weird, she don't even know how to get hands. Anyways, take her hand, but there it is. This also plays. Okay, let's say you was a little basketball star. Remember that the bitch would come to the basketball court. You'll be hating, you know, because I didn't have nothing at the basketball court. I was looking stupid, you know. So I was like, damn, he got everything. He already on the team. Now you can bring his little broad. You know, I was a secret little hater type Nick. You know, mean mugger type Nick. Right? He's better at me than ball, and he brought a broad to the courts. This is fucked up. Well, one of the reasons she was so excited was to watch him kick it with dudes and be fucking around as a man. He's a man. And it's not necessarily he's a man amongst men. Like everyone gets like, yeah, increase your social circle. That fucking works, bro. I'm sure it does, but mostly because of the implications of adventure, fun, and oftentimes money. You have connections. You will be an exciting person to be around. You have a personality that other people are drawn to. That's good for her. That's a reason to choose up. But here go the real motherfucker. Here he is. This is what we've been waiting for.
Go ahead.
What I don't really care for is we ain't supposed to be doing this. You're supposed to be getting your bro. Okay. But it's still okay. It's still play. Because remember old dude, remember he sounded real soft. He was like, my name is Ty. See, now he a real one too. This is something that can be in the bag. it's tough because there are so many instances sometimes you have to put that away. I can't be a corporate being that type guy. I can't, there's some people they really are, they're just one way. And I admire them and because they can be that one fucking thing. And a lot of times it's a street cat. I know a street cat I'm thinking of right now. It's like, it don't matter. But the dude has his own business. Now, if he's in a corporation, you can't always get at it like that. He would be the absolute worst person in a corporation. So sometimes you do have to put this type cat away. But this should be on full display with her. Again, it is the most unique relationship you will ever have. It will not be like being with your mom. It will not be like learning from your father. It will not be like kicking it with your boys or even your children. This is an entirely unique dynamic. She does not need to see all of the things in all those other dynamics. Okay? Well, this is how I get down in church. That's not this. Well, this is how I kick it with my niggas and them. Okay, this is a different, she's gonna suck your dick. She's gonna have your fucking child and ruin her body for you. She's gonna attach herself to you for the next foreseeable decade or two. This is an entirely unique situation. And that's the problem with a lot of single moms. The balloon has popped on fantasy. I'm gonna have him, he about to have 300,000. Now, a lot of these women, you're right. I know what you're about to see. You're gonna say, well, some of the black bras, they're out their mind on this one, bro. I'm with you. I saw one today that he was doing good and then he had felt that he wasn't providing no more. And she was gonna go back with the ex who had a baby. I like to defend black women. I'm like, bitch, come on. And one dude was like, till death do us part. I'll say it to you like this. As long as he had a plan for success, bitch, you believe in my plan, you don't believe in me. So you can go with him and say, oh, he wasn't fucking on all this. But I'm like, yo, if I'm on a struggle tip, I ain't supposed to be abandoned by the woman I've been providing for. That's fucked up. So this is who he is. And that's all right. This dude can come on a date with you. Believe it or not. Mr. Street, how come he always has bitches? Because the street comes on a date with him. You sitting there running on, well, I've been getting into crypto recently, and I like to play pickleball, and I have a dog, so that's the homie, yeah, me and Charlie, so yeah. We're on the weekend, and you can find us at the local dog park. Like, she's like, okay. Like, how do I attach to any of that bullshit? I don't want to hang out with your dumbass fucking dog. She can't choose up. But then the street niggas say, hey, this is how I move. I move cool as fuck. I talk with great eye contact. I know exactly where we going. I know exactly how it's got to go down. And I don't give a fuck. And if I survive the street, bitch, I can handle you and whatever the new business I got going on. And that's why he's fading her and you ain't. What are we really missing? A lot of times he's just got more going on. And he has more concerns. And he has a definite vision that you can attach to and get moving on. And he's going to be a part of something. He is headed towards being a part of something. Life is going to change with this motherfucker. That's why they're talking about be on your purpose, be on your purpose. Because that's saying to her, look, bitch, I didn't spend all my life dreaming on you. But what happens is we throw all that away as soon as we meet one. She bad looking, we say, okay, cool. She beautiful, okay, cool. Well, I need to do everything that you need to do, whatever. How can I keep you? How can I keep you? How can I be with you? How can I make you happy? How can I get you on the team? What would you like me to do? The dude that we're talking about is not just pursuing his purpose. He is pursuing, quite frankly, the enjoyment of life but also he ain't fucking around with what he's got going on. There's so many things in his mind in life that he feels are important to him. So what is important to you? Be a great question. What is important to you about a woman? Day in, day out. On Thursday night, when we both not doing nothing, what is important right there? Because you gotta be honest, it could get boring. We've been doing the same shit for 2 years. Like, dang, what you want for dinner? I'll take a steak. Okay, well, it's gonna be like 45 minutes because you didn't set out the steak. I didn't think about it. I'm sorry. I got a lot of shit on my mind. Okay, well, you wanted steak, but now it's gonna take longer. So don't be mad at me when the steak takes. All right. You can tell I've been in certain things. And you listen, there's a lot of niggas out there get it cleaner than that. They don't take the bicker and the bullshit. Why does that play? Quite frankly, and this is what I was trying to get at in my mind earlier, her father did not fuck around. And the people that she respected, the deacons and the guy who mentored her at her job, these are not fuck around dudes. These are motherfuckers like, I believe in you, bitch. I see you, but I didn't come to fuck around with you. And so this type of nigga disappears on the dating scene, right? He said, oh my God, I'm so attracted. He's getting money. He's got it on his purpose. And then you like, okay, cool. Well, check this out. I'm actually married the whole motherfucking time. Oh, that's fucked up. I thought you was just a killer out here getting it. Yeah, well, I'm also deceitful and shit. Or here go the gas up. You Mr. Business. You like doing it. And she's like, I like a man who takes care of business and goes for what he wants. He said, well, as soon as I was in the club, I knew I want you. I'm digging this conversation. You're so very interesting and all this. She ain't thinking, okay, these are all lines he's rehearsing so he can fuck me. He thought what you said went. So if you said, damn, this was a hella fun date, I'm looking forward to doing it again, that meant we was trying to see each other again, which that probably meant we might be seeing each other a little bit more. That did not mean I'm gonna clap cheeks and be at you in another 3-4 fucking weeks. Or I just wanted to see what the tip balls look like. I'm straight. Because if that's all it was, why go through all that? The fuck you talking to her for 2 fucking hours and then setting up date 2 if all it was smash? But now he's sitting there saying, yeah, I'm a real nigga. What's up, baby? You know how we do. That's what she's looking for, that swagger, that confidence. But she's thinking from here is done. He knows what to do. You was slapping hands with the real niggas, talking about, what's up, baby? I see you. We like this. Okay, cool. Oh shit, he get down like that. He made friends. That's cool. Yeah, that's right. Oh, he feels good about me. Blah blah blah. Well, now we got to go to work because you advertising. I go to work. You want to run your mouth on the purpose. Then on the date, you don't know what to do. You want to run your mouth on some purpose, but in the bedroom, you're like, well, what would you like to? Would you like to get on? All this. You said shit was handled. You was popping the hands with the men, with the real ones. You start talking shit to them. Hey, I'm about to have a great night, bro. And then your bedtime come or the bedroom time come, and she came in with the sarong with the titties showing out, trying to be cute. No, I was asleep I was gonna go to sleep, but I guess our hotel rooms were very close. So I thought we could have a drink or something. She said, okay, I'm gonna play cute and try to tease him and shit. I know the tip balls look good. I'm nervous, blah, blah, blah. Okay, well then you come and start talking about, well, okay, cool. I'll just have one drink and be on my way. Oh, well, what's your favorite drink to drink? You're not expecting. She's looking eventually. I mean, she taking a, like, what do they call them? With the long, remember the pirates would have that long scope, whatever that is. She's looking at it and say, okay, cool. This looks like date number 1, date number 2. Then baby girl, I'm getting cracked out. So she's probably going for 30 in her mind, because she got a fantasy mind too. So in her mind, you going for 30. But then she meet the real motherfucker. Now you're not going for 30. You sitting there talking about, well, so do you date a lot? And again, you can do some of that. I don't think every question has to be Jeopardy. But do you have the moment she can say, this is why I chose to be out with him? Do you have choosable qualities? And I ain't talking about your abs, really, because she can only do so much with that shit. What were the abs gonna mean for fucking? What's that got to do with fucking? What, you gonna rub abs on one of the titties and then the bitch will start coming? What did the abs have to do with fucking? What's your little delts? You guys got to work on your delts. That gets the girls. What did the delts have to do with fucking? What's the delts got to do with taking care of the bra? What's the delts to do with making her laugh? What is she choosing up on? And what is being written in your mind beforehand and during? What are you commanding? What have you selected for her to choose on? What have you chose for yourself to be one of your pursuits? What have you chosen and why? Because you are smart in a lot of ways, but what way are you smart? Do you have a special insight into people? Do you read people? Are you artistic? Are you creative? Are you firm with the money? Are you loyal? You kind of have a mean streak, like, you know what, I could fight a motherfucker all the time. Do you love to fuck? What way do you love to fuck? These are things that are supposed to be written on your mind. You need to have a sit down with you. Just talk some shit. Don't even ask yourself questions. Just talk shit. You don't write it on a phone or on a piece of paper. Don't sit there and be like, well, what do you want out of life? And you're like, oh, well, column A, I would like to have at least 750,000. No. Talk to yourself like you're a real nigga. Talk to yourself like this. Look, take it off the board. This is perfect. I'm good. I told you I'm gonna be good. You should be getting at yourself like this. This should be you. And this is you. Okay? This is the difference between you and Mr. Clap the Cheeks. This is how he talked to himself. Hey man, we about to knock this shit out. She don't even know. You might have baby number 2. Shit. What's his name? February? What one of the niggas named February? You about to have Valentine's Day with me, bitch. If we going straight to the end, we not doing dinners. We not doing all this slow love making. What was the song with R. Kelly? What did he say? It was strictly back breaking. Not doing none of that. We breaking backs up. Man, she want that too. She looking at you to make sure you got it like that. She gonna carry it like that. But this what you supposed to be told. The list, the 10 things or whatever the fuck or what might look for. Just talk to yourself like a real one real quick. You need to chief something. If you need to sit there fucking and drink something. If you need to fucking, okay, maybe I can see it. I don't know if that's necessary. But whatever you can get to the place and be like, yo, okay, you know, he was at 5 years. Let's start. Oh man, we probably need to have about 3 bad ones. Shit, I need to be on 100K. You know, I'm trying to shine out this motherfucker. These niggas don't know how to carry it. Okay, well this could be the conversation we. How do we want to get at this, bro? How do we want to fuck this, bro? How do we want to let her know she made the right decision? What about us makes us the right decision? These are questions. Like, if we don't do that, and we don't have this list of what we think was player, we don't model our behavior, and it can't just be like, yo, confidence is good. You've got to be confident, guys. I'm honestly talking about the behavior that is confident, the behavior that is these manifestations of these conversations with yourself. What behavior is made manifest as a result of these conversations? And what is a way a woman could benefit from said behavior? Not she is the reason for. What is one of the ways she benefits? What are one of the 10 ways she benefits? Talk some shit. And that's the other thing I think the pimps and the max and players do way better than you and I. They talk that shit to themselves. They say, hey, this motherfucker this a lucky ass bitch right here. I know. No. Damn, she got the tip ball, but she don't know what I'm gonna do with it. Shit, most of these motherfuckers just trying to probably suck on it like little babies. I got a whole big tip ball method. You know what I'm saying? You doing wild shit. I might have them pressed against a shower glass and shit. You know what I'm talking about? That's what we saying. You can have these real nigga conversations with you, these real white guy conversations, real homies. I don't get to use the N-word. Call it homies. Get to have some real homie conversations. Get real. Get raw. Get a little dark. Get a little deep. Get a little player. Get a little dirty. Get a little disgusting. Get a little filthy. Talk some of that shit. We clean it up for the rest of the real world and talk. But then with that, talk some shit about yourself. But then we need that behavior. That's where I think a lot of cats, they get stuck in the Red Bull laboratory type situation. It's not their behavior. They talk it. It's not their behavior. They're modeling their perception of a snapshot that they saw at the club. There's John. He has 6 hoes. They're all, drunk on him and smiling at him. Okay. I put it together. Guess what, guys? It's the fact that they go to exclusive clubs and he wore a suit and he was good looking. He was on the A-list at parties. That's what it was. Yep. But how was he fucking? What was his mindset? What was he thinking about? That's too much for me. I don't like to think about that. But what would you and your body take and use with your body to make this shit dope? If you're skinny, that will play. That could be endurance. Could be speed. Maybe you can get up to speed. You can get up to 26 miles an hour, 26 dick pumps a minute. That'd be funny if they started timing this. I get at least 15 pumps a minute. You show a bitch your stats. You say, bitch, I get up to 30 pumps a minute on a motherfucker. I'm older than I used to. I used to be able to do 60. Now I can do 47 pumps a minute. But this is what we talking about, the behavior. Now, where would we take her? We're in Arizona. I would honestly just scout really nice locations. And if my hotel had a nice bar, it's tricky because it's okay, but maybe we fade an appetizer or something like that. But again, okay, we can't just be asking about the daughter. We need to know what it's like, what life is like in Compton, what the hot spots are, what this bitch been up to, what this bitch been doing. Does she sync up with what I got going on? Does she seem intelligent like I like? Does she seem straight hoish or just sexual? Does she pick up my vibe? Is there an instant click there? Blah, blah, blah. Is she, is she paying attention to me? Is she smiling? Is it hella attitude? Oh, she thought that little testy trick, that testy shit was working on a real motherfucker. And it's not even like standing what they say. You got to stand on business. Bitch, I done met you. I done met you so long ago. What made you thought that stupid shit was gonna, bitch? There's some of these motherfuckers in marriages that come out the marriages. I'm older. They come out the marriage. But in what world? You know what I'm saying? He got to have you. But in what? I got to what? You're gonna have to show me a in what world? I got to show you a long-term commitment. The nigga you had a long-term commitment with just divorced you. Or you divorced him. Don't be telling me what you need to have, about to have. You've been 20 years on the bench with this whack nigga. Shut up. You like me. You don't usually come out looking like this. Stop playing around. Get over here. Drink it up. Drink in my essence. You lucky. That's your reality. Your reality is free. You ain't got to sell it to me. Oh, yeah, I'm a king. No, you're not. In your mind, you're a king. But now she gonna like being with that type nigga. That's the reason to choose up, by the way. What are the reasons? And don't give me the real homie reasons, real homie radio for you white cats. What's the reason she should choose up besides your dumbass little money? She got money now too. Well, I know what to do with my finances. Well, no one cares about your fucking finances, bro. That's not sexy to anybody. Then we started talking about crypto, and I was like, oh my God, any problems? She knows right now that he has thought about her sexually. That's okay. She advertised these big tip balls. That's okay. She wasn't hiding nothing. She knew she was trying to get a man. Now she's trying to get at this man. So her questions are going to be related towards that. Can I join your team and the shit's going to be dope as fuck? Can I get a preview tonight and you show me that it's a problem from here on out? Or are you going to show me a bunch of reasons why you were single and just bore me with these stupid fucking questions? And she might carry you. I think a lot of times women are okay with, hey, it's 4 dates, it's 3 dates. But then at that point, you are really saying it's like a long-term relationship. And typically you're boring the fuck out because it's not looking particularly masculine. It's looking very directionless, very uncertain, very hesitant. I've absolutely done it and made it still work. I'm just saying, I look back at it now, I'm like, what the fuck? You know, sometimes women will say, I would have fucked you the first night. You're like, what? You know, I've had those questions. She's like, I was gonna do it the first night. Really? I like to wait, but that's interesting. and that's what a lot of the players in Mex, they can very much divine if it's gonna happen. I don't like to fuck on the first day. It's just, I don't know. Diseases and kids, I ain't happen. I've been clean. I'm staying clean. But now he can go. We don't need to talk about our daughters all the fucking time. He can show a picture, whatever the fuck. But now we need to show her this is what a nice little romantic situation sit tight with a man. It don't matter if it's gonna be for one night or a few weeks, and I'm here over the summer or whatever the fuck. Whatever it is for her, grown ass man romance and then dick and down session. Okay, you can get rid of the little church thing. Oh, it means flowers and long distance love. No. It means beautiful, dope, man-led romance, dope-ass conversations where we get to know each other, and then deep dick and down session. You don't have a deep dick, what do you have? What kind of strokes, what kind of positions, what kind of endurance? It's like my man who was big. He might only be able to fuck for 7-8 minutes. Okay, that's fine. What else was there? Was there foreplay? Was there talking some shit? Was there manipulating body? Was there fingers? Was there tongue? What was happening? Brother, you're 5'6", and you look like your mom picked out your clothes. This dude, it looks like he picked it out. And maybe he's a reformed Christian. Maybe he's an ex-bad boy. That would be exciting because that'd be something to choose up. There'd be a little drama. She could be feisty. We probably fight and fuck. He's gonna protect her because he used to be from, on the streets. He might be adventurous. He might be going to old town clubs. Plus, she from there. Her last boyfriend was that. Okay, cool. Plus, she from Compton, right? So she can't be fucking with no real passive ass goofball type nigga. I don't give a fuck if she's Reformed Church or she's like, I'm done being a hoe and all this. Yeah, she from Compton. She might have to go back to Compton. She gonna know what protection feel like. You might have an uncle or something like that, or a father. They didn't fuck around. And you sitting there going, well, you like pickleball? Yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty good. I didn't say you gotta talk like a street nigga and scare the shit out of her. Talk like pimp of the year. But we talked about having moments in that date that were distinctly, hey, look, this is the reason you chose up and you made a good call. gonna look at you like a man. Look at you. I'm gonna talk to you like a man talk to you. And everybody's regular. So she regular. You don't have to reduce her. You just don't have to uplift her in your mind. She ain't bitch, she but a stinky bitch. She don't have to be that. She's just a regular bitch. Leave her there. In your mind, leave that bitch there. She a regular bitch. Arlette, leave it right there. But she's so beautiful. I understand. I agree. Leave it right there. She a regular woman. I don't know this bra. Okay, cool. Let's get back to our reality in our minds, our perceived reality of self. How we perceive self is strictly our business. How we justify our behavior to ourselves is strictly owned by me. You are the king of that. I'm a king. Well, you are the king of your own decision making. No one rules that. You are the king of your mind. No one controls that. You are the king of your body. You are the king of the direction you put your body in. You are the king of the direction of your conversation. These things, you are the undisputed king. Unless you're not. And every answer is for her to grade and you to get right. In which case, you are not the king of your mind. You are far more human. It's not feminine. Oh, he's feminine, he's a pussy. You're human. She's far more human. She's okay with you treating her like a human, by the way. I'm gonna talk to you like a human, you regular, let's see if you're cool, what's up? Love that. Niggas either dumb out over the titties and get all fake and goofy and shit, or they get real sexual, real fast, or they just want to fuck her and leave. When people say like, pedestalize yourself. You know what? I could live with it if you was really doing it. Okay? And so pedestalize yourself means nothing would touch you. I mean, the king goes to bed at this time. He has this. The sheets are crispy. He only sleeps on the finest bloop-de-blorp. He only wears the finest blop-de-blop. He only leaves the house if there's a crease in the shirt and the pants have been ironed and everything is clean. Unless he approves what he looks like, he does not leave the house. Like, if you was gonna carry it, like, I'm all right with it. Like, the bitch has to prove something with me. Okay, cool. But the king, like, it wouldn't just be like proving yourself to, yeah, a king lets you know, a king demands, a king is in control. The king is boss, bitch. I mean, think about the mind of an actual king. He's got so much to fucking worry about. He ain't really like, yeah, well, when you're the king, you think about shit like chess. He is like, I have 6,000 fucking things to do. I don't really do all this bullshit. So if you get into a marriage running your mouth, protect and provide. Okay, that's one thing. What she thought it meant was you were doing the 6,000 things in your mind. Because you were born on planet Killer, that must be how you survive planet Man. Oh, you're not afraid of the guys who rape and kill and touch kids and rule the earth and scare everybody else? That's awesome. I'm very attracted to that. So that must mean you are in turn able to stand up and believe that you can overcome and conquer some of these motherfuckers. Okay, great. Now I can choose up. I mean, the street nigga, he conquered some motherfuckers, right? She can choose up on that. You know, you a cubicle-born motherfucker. What's the last time you went toe-to-toe in the streets and shit? Me, it's been quite a long time since I threw some hands. And I really have no ambition. I mean, I box, but I hit the bag. I don't box. I need to make that of it because a lot of people say, I box. I don't box. I hit a heavy bag. Boxing is very complicated. But that's what we're talking about. You know, a lot of cats shoot guns. I like to shoot guns. Ultimately, though, the gun was a killing machine to protect your family and yourself. That's something the king would do. He would learn to defend himself. He would look to defend. And that's a lot of times, too. Again, the king, if you were the king, disrespect changes. Well, I don't want to go to the movie, but we can go to dinner, and that's going to be it. If you don't want to do the dinner, that's fine. There's no need for the king to be sassy. Right? The king will, look, bitch, you in my world now. The king would never say this. The king would just be kind of confused. Which is like always my reaction too. I'm always like, well, why did you think that works? You know what I mean? Like that should be a lot of your shit. Like, I mean, okay, if that's what you believe as a woman, great. Why would you think that's going to be effective with me? Well, I just think you need to treat me to steak for $500. I don't even know why you say. That would be my mental attitude. But the king thinks in a way that's just like, I have so many other things on my mind that are important. What are you doing? I'm being weird and disrespectful. Okay, cool. I'll just see you maybe in 2 weeks if you're not being weird. But we need to talk about this. The fuck we do. I don't have time. And if I'm sitting at home on my stank drawers, I certainly don't have time because that's me time. And I'm talking to me. I'm hanging out with the dude I really like. I'm playing my goddamn my game. I'm fucking with these niggas on Madden. That shit is not fair to these little boys. But that's how I get down on Planet Killer. That's my relaxation time. You fucking with my relaxation time, get me on the phone looking stupid. I don't like to be on the phone anyway. I just don't think that we need to communicate. Hey, listen. I don't know why you thought that would be relevant to me right now. I mean, a man is supposed to know what's irrelevant to him right now. What's irrelevant? Like, get your list up. I mean, y'all talk that shit. How you think I give a fuck? Okay, then give me the list of shit that you could care less of. Be honest, like, nigga sexuality, I've never given two good fuck. I'm a homosexual. I don't like it. Don't come on to me. You know, it's not my cup of tea. I think y'all are, you know, always got to be real feminine sounding, which I don't understand. You like dudes, just go fuck that dude. What's the feminine shit? But if you're gay, be gay. I don't care. I don't know a lot about that shit. Go on and be gay. Be out loud and proud. But what don't I give a fuck about? Let's say a bitch might say, you know, I'm overweight. Well, that needs to be on the list. Otherwise, it's in another list called sensitive. Am I sensitive about it? Sometimes. But I'm losing a little weight, so I feel pretty good. But yeah, there's sometimes I'm like, damn, I ain't as skinny as I used to be. But that's what we saying. So we got to get that out of the sensitive bucket and put that into like, bitch, why would you even think that bothered me? I'm glad you think I'm fat. Bitch, I might put on another 30 pounds and I will still fuck you better than anybody you've been fucking with that's half my size. I'm a big dude. Yeah, everything big on me. You got some big things on you too, but so I'm telling you, we just gonna have a great old time. I'll put you up and pick you over my shoulder and twirl you around, bitch. You don't even know. I would twirl her around, throw the fuck out of my back. She might be 180. But what? Go to work, but then can you enjoy the thing? That's what I'm saying to you. So hopefully that was helpful. I know I ran my mouth a lot for just one video. This was really the best I could do. The other dudes, like the women was, I'll show you the women on something. Hang on. So here we go, this girl. Let's see what she talking. Let's see. I'm curious. I'm bored. I got shit I got to take. Man. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna be honest with you because I'm 47, a 49-year-old woman. It's not bad, but it's the age, and I prefer someone younger. I'll say that. Okay. But I don't think that should discount a person. But that within my initial attraction, and then yeah, I think that those are just two. And after that, you're overthinking it. Listen, I'm not even gonna do this. You already have him beat. I think she ends up not going with anybody. You already have him beat. I don't care if he's better looking than you are. I don't care if he's lighter than you are, or taller than you are, or blacker than you are, or whatever the fuck, or looks more player than you do. You already have him beat. If you can give a concrete answer and look this woman in the eye, I don't give a fuck if you're 4'11". You have him beat. That's a better reason to choose up than whatever the fuck that just was. But that, I mean, look at her hair. What? I mean, okay, cool. So again, let's say you even like blonde hair and she got a little model body. So let's say you was like her and she take off the glasses, she looked pretty good, right? Okay, cool. You light skin, maybe you like him a little bit lighter skin. Okay, cool. Leave her where she's at. Just leave her right there. Bam. This is Pam, the light-skinned broad I was hollering at. That's it. Leave it right there. Don't leave it Love of a Lifetime. Don't leave it Pam is so amazing. I can't believe she actually said yes. Don't leave it in, oh boy, I'm super nervous. I'm going to just parrot whatever she says. Oh yeah, love languages are everything. This is Pam. What have you been writing in your mind? You haven't been writing in how to please Pam while you was at home. You wasn't like playing mad and go, damn, what would a beautiful woman really like for me to say at this dinner and all this? What have you been doing when you was on Planet Killer? What have you been thinking about? And so that's what a lot of women are really curious about when they say vulnerability. A lot of times it's like, what do you guys do on Planet Man? And how do you deal with your frustrations? You seem frustrated. How are you dealing with this? I want to know what's the process of a dope motherfucker. Whether or not you choose to show emotion in front of your broad, I agree with you on some of it. But a lot of times she's going to want to know, I'm dating a human being. I'm dating a real person. I'm dating a person who wants to, has hopes and dreams like me, and I got some things in common with. Think about it like talking with Denzel Washington. You know, if you was talking to Denzel Washington, you would be like, damn, this nigga is an alien compared to me. He has done so much. I'm a piece of dog shit. I hate myself. You know, he might say, I used to hoop. He's, oh shit, I used to hoop too. Shit, yeah, man. You know, he might say, he does a lot of Shakespeare. And I actually kind of fuck with Shakespeare. He's just like me. He's too wordy when to the point, you know, the niggas in the looking in the window and what light, what yonder breaks, and blah, 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 you know. But he's got some dope shit that to be or not to be, and whether it's just nobler in the minds of, you know, the slings and arrows. And I like some of that shit, but sometimes it'd be like, Macbeth, shut the fuck up. Just kill this motherfucker. No, you be talking, hey, listen, Iago, just go ahead and plot. You ain't got to talk to yourself for 10 or 25 minutes. But what are the conversations you are having? Lighten up. Don't judge yourself. The outside world's gonna say that was stupid, that was stupid. If you was like, yo, I really like to put it in her ass and swing her around like a helicopter, you know, when she's on top of me. Hey, that is a conversation between you and your wild side. There's nothing wrong with that. That's what we've been doing on Planet Man. On Planet Killer, we've been thinking about that. Okay, cool. So then you start talking about, well, the most important thing for me is a woman who's emotionally intelligent. That is not what you've actually been doing. And she know that too. You can quit lying. I'm a liberal's liberal. But if I start doing some of that bullshit, they're going to be like, nigga, you know you lying. I have not been sitting around trying to memorize the 5 love languages. I've not been sitting there trying to get, you know, in touch with my feminine side and all this. I just believe a man has both the masculine and, I mean, maybe that's true, maybe it isn't. But I'll tell you what I haven't been thinking about is how to, I haven't been sitting at home like, it's time to discuss our feminine side. I love watching football, but I really do want to know, I want to make sure I care about our quarterback as a human being. Wasn't doing that. He was like, yo, this nigga suck. Why you in the game? Bro, I got a bet on it, you know. I don't bet, but I'm sure people do. But again, what are your strategies? What are the things you're implementing? What is it like to be you? Have a documentary called, hey, this is the real motherfucker, the realest motherfucker alive, starring me. Okay, what were they filming in your goddamn documentary? And cut to them shits. They always cut to this shit where you do something stupid and they be like, well, why did you say that to her? I don't care if you cut to it like a reality show. You know what? Sometimes my wife get on my nerves. You know, I couldn't be on a relationship show. I'd be like, he's a horrible person. Why did you say that to her? Because I felt that question was stupid, so I said that was kind of a dumb question. Do you think it hurt her feelings? I guarantee it hurt her feelings, and I will have to reword it later. That's what I was thinking. I was getting irritated, so I just said that shit. Right now, I'm getting irritated by y'all. But again, that post-game interview, the nigga always like, hey, why did you make this decision? He's like, hey, man, how we do this, how winners win. This is some of the rap that's got to occur in the mind. You text that ass, you got to be like, yo, what was it like to text that ass last night? Hey, that's nothing to me. Now, the next night, she going to be real surprised. She got good to her when she got on top. I started playing with her. Yeah, I'm about to hit her with some real shit next time. Just a little taste. You know, sometimes you got to give him a little taste. He couldn't have 11. Only handle 6. 6.5. My 6.5, like a 12 to one of these motherfucking niggas. Okay, I'm with you. These are conversations. But then, okay, what she's sitting there talking about, she said something about, well, I think sex is very important to me. Sometimes they get cute on a date, so how important would you say is sex to you? Trying to trap you and make sure you're not drunk off sex. You're like, well, getting to know a person is the most important thing, you know. You know. And there are times I've done that with a girl. I should literally just say, abada, abada, abada. Well, abada, abada, abada. Well, I just think that a black love is more important than the two sexes coming. You know? I'm like, nigga, that's not even how you talk. But I can't keep giving people the abada, 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 abada. I'm not real. How important is sex? And if it's not consistent and enjoyable for both parties, I'm talking about from the time we first start up to the time we about to put it to bed. We not consistently sex, that's on me because that's a real expression. Wow. If you don't go to town on that, she gonna be like, oh, okay, well, I was just curious. You sound like maybe you're like a freak, like maybe you think about sex too much. That's what nice phrase to use with women as well. Let me be honest with you. I'll keep it real with you. I'll tell you what, I'll let you in on a little secret. So sometimes people like that too, men and women. I'll let you in on a little secret about it. That makes people feel they have privileged information. That running game, maybe, I don't know. That's what a lot of these motherfuckers do too. They make the motherfucker feel real important. That's all pimps do, is pump her ego up so she feel real important. Take that shit away, then she's drunk off the shit. Her ego. Ego and safety and adventure and dreams. Her mind got away from her. That's why a lot of cats talk about getting in her mind, because once they get her imagination activated, and her body is reacting to her own imagination, coupled with space and pace, coupled with the surprising way that man answers and the inconsistent way sometimes he gets back in texts real quick here, but sometimes it's 2 hours and she's wondering about this dude. You know, that package freaks her. She kind of does the work against herself. That's where a lot of times we talk about tapping into nation. I'm sorry, that's relevant. I don't like the way they do it, but that stuff is relevant. It would be something you would apply to leadership. Tapping into the employee's best way of thinking and his dreams or her dreams and what she envisions the employment being like, and then you saying, okay, she's talented here, they're talented here, you being able to mold and take that and make it go. That's, or we're getting into heavier stuff. But again, that should be a level you want to start thinking about, which is, how do I have profound influence over her when we are down the road? Or how do I have a good profound impact on her upon an initial meetup? Okay, well, I said hi to her, or I said hello to her, I introduced myself. Does that sound like a profound impact off rip? Okay, let me ... But this is what we should be working on and thinking about. The red pill, like I hate women and 80-20. Okay, well, give me 80. Go talk to 20 bitches. Fuck 80% of them. Fuck ugly bitches. You know, I just want to have a solution. Like, how come red pill never has a solution besides the old shit from junior high? Make a lot of money and they'll come. Like, who was the nigga in the baseball field? That's what red pill be doing. Some of these coaches, and once you have this all lined up, they just can't help themselves. It never works like that. Okay, and let me just go ahead and prove it to you. I'll prove it to you. What works is he still initiates and gets after, and he's got that in the bag. What a lot of them cats are talking about is, this is what would intrigue her and make her like be all right. Okay, my man goes out and dominates, I'm intrigued, right? But she still needs some things as a broad. She still needs reasons to choose up. And to a certain extent, a man's gonna be putting in real work. The coach always works the hardest. The coach has to recruit, does he not? You, unfortunately, in your world, your kingdom, you are the recruiter. You're the coach, yeah. You're also the recruiter. You're also quality assurance. You're also the assistant coach. You all of it. She just gets to look good to start. Be on time, look good, don't have a stank attitude, pay attention when we want to talk. She ain't got to do shit. And looking good is going to be a 2-hour affair for her. So she thinks she really doing something, monumental. I got dressed up and all this. She be like, bitch, you can stay home and you basically could have just had your jogging pants on. If you didn't need a man, then you could stay your dumb ass home. But then you got this dude fucking around. I'm sure it was a disaster. She don't need all that. She kind of all over the place her damn self. There's no reason to do the most. She'll get a little stank attitude. Everybody does. Everyone has an ego. Everyone believes that the best thing's smoking. She probably had niggas gas her up every day, right? But the dude she was in love with, he wasn't no Mr. Gas Up. Here you go, bullshit. Her dad didn't act like that. Her uncle didn't act like that. Her brother, who's been a protector of her, don't act like that. And here you go, well, I don't want to live it. That's a really good question. Because there's different parts of it. Nah, nigga. Dad didn't answer like that. Brother don't answer like that. Last two guys dicking her down, Solid didn't answer like that. It didn't move that way. You're gonna be the first nigga to do it. I'll be vague and all over the place and be very, very human and regular. That's the key. Why is a nice guy not win? Because he's the most regular nigga of all time. You ain't doing nothing. You ain't accomplishing nothing. You ain't about much. You just nice and passive and a people pleaser to everybody you've ever fucking met. We've seen this before. That's not that exciting. That's not original. That's not new. That's not what works. It never has worked. I don't know where you stole it from. Whatever you do, stop doing that shit. It has never in the history of bitches worked. In any event, I hope that was helpful. Thank you for being a man. Last time you're gonna hear it, and that's a motherfucking shame. We need to hear it more often. Praise the youngins. Got a brother, a cousin. Maybe let him know. I fuck with your swag. I fuck with what you... It's all right to make people feel better about what's going on. Get the hatred out your heart. And let's put some effort in for these women. Let's recruit. Let's get on our recruiter shit. We're not recruiting, on some, well, I really hope that I'm qualifying. Shoot that bitch how you perceive your own reality. That's free. You can ask out a woman any fucking way you want. I want to know how you perceive your reality. That's the very first motherfucking thing you introducing her to. So how important is that with women, with yourself, with the life, long life that is to come for the DR and the Mount?